Steller sea cow Hydrodamalus gigas is an extinct sirenian described by Georg Wilhelm Steller in 1741. At that time, it was found only around the Commander Islands in the Bering Sea between Alaska and Russia. Its range extended across the North Pacific during the Pleistocene epoch and likely contracted to such an extreme degree due to the glacial cycle. It is possible indigenous populations interacted with the animal before Europeans. Steller first encountered it on Vitus Bering's Great Northern Expedition when the crew became shipwrecked on Bering Island. Much of what is known about its behavior comes from Steller's observations on the island, documented in his posthumous publication on the beasts of the sea. Within 27 years of its discovery by Europeans, the slow-moving and easily caught mammal was hunted into extinction for its meat, fat, and hide. Whether Steller's sea cow had any natural predators is unknown. It may have been hunted by killer whales and sharks, though its buoyancy may have made it difficult for killer whales to drown, and the rocky kelp forests in which the sea cow lived may have deterred sharks. According to Steller, the adults guarded the young from predators. Steller's sea cow was a member of the genus Hydrodamalus, a group of large sirenians whose sister taxon was Dusasiren. Like those of Steller's sea cow, the ancestors of Dusasiren lived in tropical mangroves before adapting to the cold climates of the North Pacific. Hydrodamalus and Dusasiren are classified together in the subfamily Hydrodamalini, which diverged from other sirenians around 4 to 8 Maya. Steller's sea cow is a member of the family Dugongida, the sole surviving member of which, and thus Steller's sea cow's closest living relative, is the dugong. Some 18th century adults would have reached weights of 8 to 10 tons and lengths up to 30 feet. It was a member of the family Dugongidae, of which the 9.8 feet long dugong is the sole living member. It had a thicker layer of blubber than other members of the order, an adaptation to the cold waters of its environment. Its tail was forked, like that of whales or dugongs. Lacking true teeth, it had an array of white bristles on its upper lip and 2 keratinous plates within its mouth for chewing. It fed mainly on kelp and communicated with sighs and snorting sounds. Steller believed it was a monogamous and social animal, living in small family groups and raising its young, similar to modern sirenians. Steller's sea cows are reported to have grown to 26 to 30 feet long as adults, much larger than extant sirenians. In 1987, a rather complete skeleton was found on Bering Island measuring 9.8 feet. In 2017, another such skeleton was found on Bering Island measuring 17 feet, and in life probably about 20 feet. Georg Steller's writings contain 2 contradictory estimates of weight, 4.4 and 26.8 short tons. The true value is estimated to fall between these figures at about 8.8 to 11.0 short tons. This size made the sea cow one of the largest mammals of the Holocene epoch, along with baleen whales and some few toothed whales, and was likely an adaptation to reduce its surface area to volume ratio and conserve. Genetic evidence suggests the Steller sea cows around the Commander Islands were the last of a much more ubiquitous population dispersed across the North Pacific coastal zones. They had the same genetic diversity as the last and rather inbred population of woolly mammoths on Rangel Island. During glacial periods and reduction in sea levels and temperatures, suitable habitat substantially regressed, fragmenting the population. By the time sea levels stabilized around 5,000 years ago, the population had already plummeted. Together, these indicate that even without human influence, the Steller's sea cow would have still been a dead clade walking, with the vast majority of the population having already gone extinct from natural climatic and sea level shifts, with a tiny remaining population at major risk from a genetic extinction vortex.